Hello and welcome to DigitalCasio. Today we'll be taking a look at the W-26B. Now this is a relaunch of the W-26 which came out in 1985, whereas this one I believe came out in 1992 or somewhere between there and 1995. So it's a resin watch. It's a bit beaten up. I got this on eBay as part of a job lot. It was it was free basically. It's not the watch I was after, so I picked this one up and kept it. I did put on a different band. This is not the original band that came with the watch. This one is actually for a W-54, I believe. It's 18mm lugs right here, so I went ahead and changed that out. It's about as close as I could get to the original. I couldn't find the original one on eBay anywhere. So anyway, let's take a look at it. We'll start with the little LED light here. As you can see, it lights up from the left there, and it's really not very good. If you're in total darkness, I think it'll just about get the job done. You can see the time, which is better than having no light at all, I suppose. So it's a 4-button watch. We have one inset for the adjust, and we have 3 others which adjust all kinds of things. That's your light up there. Now there is a difference between this and the W26 in that we have this little reminder thing right here. That was an addition to there, so that was not on the original W26. So right off the bat we can press all 4 buttons, I think, and it'll reset the whole watch back to its default. So from here we can make the adjustments. So let's go ahead and adjust the time first. Your seconds, obviously the bottom right button here will reset everything. Your bottom left you can change to whatever you want. So let's make it 12. Let's make it 12:17 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and the date. So it says here 1985, which I believe was also on the W26, although this was released a lot later. And this goes up to, I believe it's 2029. So look, yeah, so 2029. So let's put this on the current year of 2019. Oh, sorry, 2020 now. There we go. Okay, and it's January. So this is the month right here. Wow. Obviously holding the button goes it through fast. We'll make it January, and I'm not sure what today's date is, but I'll just put in the 15th. And that'll be it. Oh, there is a 24-hour function as well. If we do that on the hour, we can get the 24-hour. There you go, and there's our watch set. Okay, let's go through the functions here. We have the alarm function. Now, this alarm has a date as well, so if you don't have a date set, then it will go off daily at this particular time. Whereas if you adjust it, we can, let's set the hours first, 6 hours and, sorry, 6:10. Okay, so now you can put in a date up here. Let's make it March the 5th. There we go. Okay, so March the 5th. And now this alarm will not sound until this date and this time. Whereas if we want it to go off every day at the same time, we can just put this back to the dashes and turn on 12, on there, and spin it around. Ah, I missed it. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Okay, so that puts it back to a daily alarm. Okay, up here we have the hourly chime, which is right there, and we have the alarm, so it switches everything on and off. And like that. We can also test the alarm down here, so let's listen to that now. Your standard beep beep alarm. Okay, next function is the dual time. So we can change the time up here to let's put this 6 hours difference of 6:20. Now I like the fact that you still have the current time in your time zone in the top right, so it makes things a lot easier to read when it's in the dual time mode. Okay, we have a timer, which is awesome. Just pressing it right off the bat will give you 24 hours. Start and stop down there, reset. We can set this to, we can actually set it to seconds. So we'll set it for 2 seconds and kick it off. There you go. And not all timers will do that, they're usually on the minute, so the fact that this one can do seconds, that's a pretty good feature. I like that. Next one is the stopwatch. Okay, as usual, 100th of a second. So we can press the light for the split time or lap time, whatever you want. So it's still working right now. So we can stop the time so we can see the 2 times. So this one came in first place at 7 seconds, 0.28. The second one came in at 14 seconds, 0.92. That's how your split time works. Okay, you have hours up here should you go over 1 hour, because this will get to 59 minutes, and then this will go up to 1 hour, and then reset this lot back to 0. So I think it can go up to 24 hours. Okay, so that's the functions of the watch. So let's take a look at it. Like I said, it has 4 buttons. They're stainless steel buttons in the resin. This one's in set. Now, the thing about resin watches is that they really don't last for any length of time. They get beaten up. And get in pretty rough shape, and they usually end up getting thrown away. So finding a good one, or finding one in really decent condition, will probably set you back a pretty high price tag, unless you have the tools and the means to bring it back to almost new. I haven't actually taken the time to do that on this watch. You can see here somebody's gouged out part of the resin there. Maybe they tried to put a different band on or something like that. So that's pretty much why I left it alone. It was a freebie. So what can I say? So I did put an original Casio band on it, and the watch works just fine. And once it's on the wrist, you can't really see this defect here. So like I say, it's a pretty decent watch. I like it. For a W series. I haven't got the original W-26 to compare it to, but let's put it on the wrist and see what it looks like. There we go. So for my pretty small wrist, it looks decent enough. The typical. I like the fact that, you know, the resin bands, even though they don't last forever, they will perish. They are very comfortable. So I mean, after a while you forget that you're wearing this thing. But all the buttons are totally intuitive, so you can just go through, you know, I need to time myself right now, so let's go ahead, start the stopwatch, and we can go back to the time. So let's reset that time back to 0. So all in all, I like this watch. It's a good quality watch. You can see here. It's got the what is it? Let's zoom in a bit there. There we go. So you can see it's the 690 module, which was an update to the original W26, and this one is assembled in Korea. So that suggests it was made somewhere after 1992, when Casio started manufacturing watches out of China, out of Japan. So So yeah, it's a later on watch. 4 screws there. Take the back off. It's got a water resistance of like 50 meters, but you know, I know for a fact that this watch doesn't have the rubber seal anymore, so I certainly wouldn't get it near water anymore because it'll just leak in underneath this case back. So I hope you like these videos. If you do, please subscribe because it really helps out the channel. Share the videos and press that like button. Obviously, the more people I have doing this, the more motive I have to actually making these videos. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll leave you with this watch.